Well, Siobhan Robbins is at the conference in Oxon Hill in Maryland, where Nigel Farage, the former UKIP leader, is due to speak shortly. And Siobhan, what's happening where you are?
Delighted and thrilled that CPAC...
Well, actually, if I move out of the way, you can see that Nigel Farage has just taken to the stage here to a big round of applause. Not the crowds that we saw with Donald Trump, though. And if we look at what Donald Trump did, this was him on very comfortable ground, talking to a warm Conservative crowd. Really, this was him back on campaigning mode. And
I'm feeling a little bit more American, I have to tell you. When, in years to come, the generations that follow us study the history of this period, there is one year that will stand out. There is one year that every school child will know, and that year is the year of 2016. Because in 2016 we witnessed the beginning of a global political revolution, and it's one that is not going to stop. It's one that is going to roll out across the rest of the free world. I had been fighting against Britain's membership of the European Union for 25 years. 25 years. And if you've endured abuse, if you've been called deplorable, you've only had a few months of being abused. I've had 20 years of it. But you know what? None of it mattered. I always believed that we should govern our own country. I always believed we should be free to reach out and make our own deals with our real friends in the world. And it's funny, our real friends in the world speak English, have common law, and stand by us in times of crisis. So I battled away for all those years. I thought I might become the patron saint of lost causes. And then the referendum came along, and we were told by vast sections of the media that we couldn't do it. We were told by many of the pollsters we couldn't do it. We were told by many of the commentators. Any of this ring familiar with you guys? We were told by the commentators that we couldn't do it, and they lined up all the big businesses, all the big banks, all the big politics, not just from Britain, but from across the world. Do you know we even had a visit from the 44th President of the United States of America? I will, to my dying day, be grateful that President Obama came to my country, intervened in the referendum, and told the United Kingdom's people, told America's greatest friend and ally in the world, and told us that if we voted to get our independence, we would go to the back of the line. And the British people were so disgusted by Obama treating us like this that it put us up 2% in the polls. So I shall always be grateful to Obama. So the great day came, 23rd of June, 2016, and by 3 o'clock in the morning, it was clear that after a period of just after 4 decades in which our politically corrupt rulers had given away our independence, our democracy, our sovereignty, the ability to make our own laws, the ability to choose our own friends, the ability to make the right trade deals with the right countries. Oh, and they'd also given away control of our borders. And by 3 o'clock in the morning of June the 24th, it was clear the nightmare had come to an end. We had voted to get our country back. And I can't tell you,
Well, Nigel Farage there, stealing our thunder a little bit, but as you heard, he really just reiterating many of the themes that Donald Trump also had here, fighting back against the establishment, fighting back against the media, and really to another very warm Conservative crowd.
Thank you, Siobhan.